Oh, major rotation, major rotation. Holy shit, that was rotating like mad. Do you see that? Oh my god. Ah, look, see it rotating the whole sky, churning. Tornado imminent. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we are so close to this right now, it's not even funny. We're actually really close to this. Oh, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. You see it? It's trying to do it. It's trying to do it. Look at the left side, it's going crazy. Look at that. It's about to touch down.
It's here?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Big tornado. Or a big wedge. See the wedge shape to it?
Aye.
Massive. Oh, man. See the whole bowl shaped lowering.
Aye.
That's a tornado about touching down
oh
right now.
Oh my god.
Tornado. It's so low to the ground. It's a huge area.
Your man wasn't a bit slow.
Look at that, look at that. That's crazy. Updraft right overhead. Oh, this film's showing it right.
Oh my god, look up there.
It hasn't touched down as far as you can see, but it's very low there. And it's moving. See the rotation still going strong. That must be down near the main road somewhere. Look above the trees. Left hand side. Look at the cloud rising up.
Aye.
Look at the left hand side coming in left or right. The cloud. Whole sky's going crazy. Wow. See the rotation? Whole sky is rotating.
Oh my god.
I hope this video is picking this up right. I can't tell the sunshine. We got rain going sideways. Precipitation is blowing the opposite direction it should be. That means it's even circulating, it's rotating. Losing visibility here. Whoa, massive cell. Holy crap, that is massive. I see the top of it now. Still lots of motion going on there. Still rotating and rising motion. Panning up the updraft. Yep, we got ourselves a good storm here. behind those trees down there, there's something going on. Hello, Paul.
Martin, how are you?
Hi. I was just outside Enniskilleen there, and there might have been a tornado trying to form.
I could see it in the radar. There was a hook forming at the back of it.
The sky was rotating like crazy. I mean, I think it was a supercell. It's
heading this direction there, am I?
Well, is it heading towards Oma?
I think it is. It's heading.
A good spot. I seen the back end of it. It's pure white, big updrafts, and there's a lot of churning underneath and scud rising up into it. I think it's not done yet.
It looked really good in the radar. I could see like a wee hook kind of forming the bottom edge of it.
I'll tell you something, Paul. We watched it, and it looked like it was trying to plant a pretty big tornado outside Enniskilleen there. But my view was obstructed by the trees. It was a bad area. I got some video though, but I wouldn't even do it justice. Visually, it was amazing. I can see it alright. I'm hearing a lot of rumbling going on. I don't know what's going on. No, it's not raining. I'm hearing a lot of distant rumbling. Okay, you've just watched the video there on the Enniskilleen Supercell and suspected tornado. I just want to do a bit of commentary on that. It was kind of difficult to explain things, and the video didn't really show it too well because it was one of those really weird days where there was high humidity. There was a lot of cloud hiding the cell. It was a classic warm sector air mass with very strong shear, and the forecast, Coney Gilbert, convective weather and others were going for tornadoes and low top supercells. Well, this all the parameters, the role model in particular, actually showcased the Oma to Enniskilleen area, with the Enniskilleen area in particular indicating a pronounced possible hook echo on the models. So that was the target area. So my mother was in the video, and our dog as well. We went chasing that day together. So we took a gamble on it and went chasing. We ended up going to Enniskilleen just in the nick of time. And the scene video at rain coming in. First of all, there's a base coming in from the distance behind the rain. You can see it coming over the tower there. And around the Enniskilleen area, around Loch Earn. That was coming in, and a torrential rain. The forward flank downdraft hit. The rain was monsoon. I mean, absolutely monsoon. And once it passed over from our position to our half right, looking across the hedge over the gate into the distance, I sounded very excited in the video because the video doesn't do it justice. But the whole sky in that area where the updraft base was and where the hook was, and to me at the time, I hadn't seen the radars, I didn't know it was a hook, but it was very obvious something was going on. There was a huge area of rapid rotation. The base came into view, and you could see scud tendrils just rising up from the air, looked like from the surface of the ground right up into the base, just like manifesting and appearing and going in and twisting, and the whole base was like a merry-go-round rotating like this here. You see on the video in the background there's a white section where part of the base is lit by the sun, and our section is dark, and you can see the two areas changing direction, I guess, and the whole thing is rotating like a merry-go-round, just rotating like that there and churning upward at the same time, like as if it was boiling. Looks like clouds were boiling and rotating. I knew in an instant when I seen that. That's why I said to my mother, tornado happening. So it looked like a tornado was happening. And as you continue to watch, it's a very low contrast scene. There was a lot of haze in the air, and the sun was coming down from the top middle part of the day and just illuminating the thing in harsh light. It was even hard for me to see in the back of the camera, but the whole thing was rotating and then eventually this big lowering appeared, and you can make it out in the video there. A lowering appeared, and it was an inverted bowl shape, big dark grey inverted bowl like this, almost like part of a wedge tornado. It formed below the base, was rotating and low down very close to the ground, and was spinning, and you can see it carving out the precip around it and the back edge of the cell. So this was clearly a large vortex spinning on the ground, and I was convinced at the time that Enniskilleen was going to get hit by a tornado. But in actual fact, that area of rotation was actually on the other side of Enniskilleen, as far as I know, in the countryside. Then we lost that area slightly to view for a moment, and we looked to our dead clock, 12 o'clock straight ahead, and we could see part of the mesocyclone passing over in front of us. And you can see in the video there's a tree there, and there was a brow of a hill sort of blocking the full view. Below that was that bowl-shaped tornado feature. But we could see yet again these scud tendrils, almost like suction vortices, just spinning up out of nowhere and rising up and going into the base again, and into the outer periphery of where that circulation was, just rising and just manifesting again. It was almost like mini tornadoes in themselves going in to join the larger circulation. And then from left to right you can see a band of cloud just racing in. The actual storm was moving away from us straight ahead and slightly right to left, but this cloud was coming in left to right, a huge area just coming in. That was actually us inside the hook echo near the bear's cage. It was a wet rear flank downdraft. The cloud came wrapping in and had the circulation. It was rotating over us, and then the rain hit us from the left side and the opposite side it should have been in a conventional storm. So the whole thing was rotating. That was the hook echo. We were literally inside the hook echo of that supercell. Then it moved away off into the distance, and you could see the white tops of the cell as it cleared away, and the base was sort of obscured then, we couldn't see much more. But we were right in the action at the right place at the right time. We've seen that crazy, some of the best rotation I've ever seen in my life. It was a confirmed supercell. You can see it in the radar with the eagle wing. But interesting enough, the radar showed the hook going the opposite direction to what a conventional supercell should be doing if there's a tornado. So in all likelihood, maybe it was an anticyclonic tornado, suspected tornado. So anyway, I went home that evening buzzing, talking about this tornado had almost touched down over Enniskilleen. It was close to the ground, didn't see any contact, but the visibility wasn't good. Definitely was a supercell. Now it wasn't until years later, actually earlier this year in 2025, that I was going through reports and some of the weather sites in the UK from associated with Toro. I think it was called IMJet, on online magazine resources, and I couldn't believe it. I found that particular date in the reports, and there was a report of a tornado. I need to fish it out to find out what strength it was, but there was a tornado in Enniskilleen officially reported to touchdown. I couldn't believe it. So that whole time where I thought was a suspected tornado actually was a tornado. So this video footage you saw is a low top supercell of mesocyclone, RFD, and an actual tornado. So that was really cool. So that's the second time ever in my life where I know I've seen a tornado, even if the viewing circumstances were not good. But that one was the closest. So that was a very exciting day. So anyway, I hope you can make sense of the video and you enjoy it. Rio's waking up here. I'm actually out chasing here at the minute of the day. But thanks for watching. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of old stuff. Hello, Rio. What's happening is, on the new channel here, storm season's been very quiet. There hasn't been that much going on. So I'm going through my old hard drives and I'm picking out videos from old chases and I'm uploading them to the new page. Again, I'm re-editing some of them as well, fresh, so you can see some of the old content too, just to add a bit of meat to the bone in the meantime till something cool happens. And I've really been enjoying it too, because I'm getting to relive the old chases and go through my old video footage. So anyway, thanks very much for following the channel, and I look forward to posting future content.